Hello everybody, welcome back to Sodbusters Metal Detecting. In this video, we're going to be discussing the Minelab Equinox 900 and 700 buttons and functions. Okay, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that if you have made an investment on a Minelab Equinox, whether it be a 6, 7, 8, or 900, I strongly suggest that you get yourself a Dino's protective cover. These can be found on eBay. I'll leave an address right down below. I will also leave an address down in the description with a link. I have been using these protectors for approximately 2.5 years, and I love it. They're really simple. You just slip it over the head of your detector there. You got a little Velcro on the back here that you just connect your Velcro, and you have a cover that is weather resistant. It's scratch resistant. It's going to keep the dirt, the mud, the grime, and everything off of your detector. And this is a great way to protect your investment. Okay, you guys, today we are going to be demonstrating this tutorial on the Equinox 900. The 700 will be identical. There are a few differences between the 700 and the 900. We're just going to go over the basic functions and show you the operations of these buttons and what they do. So follow along whether you own the 700 or the 900, and you'll get the information that you need here. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be looking at here is how to power this machine on and off. Right now I have it powered on. This is your power button right here. You see on the left-hand side at the top is a red icon. That's your power button. That's where you power it on. One press off. And also this button serves as a factory preset. To do that, you're going to press and hold. You hear one beep, keep holding. Then you see factory preset and you hear the double tone beep. That is now factory preset, just the way that it was shipped to you from the manufacturer. So the next button we're going to talk about is your backlight and your flashlight, which is located just below the power button on the left-hand side. This button here will light up your LCD screen. Also, it has the function to turn on the flashlight to shine down to your coil. In order to do that, it's very simple. Just press. There is your backlight, and you can press that again for a lower backlight. It'll dim it. Press it again and again. Now that's off. In order to get the flashlight, you're going to press and hold, and you see the flashlight icon come up in the left-hand corner just under the battery display up there. And that's how you operate the flashlight. In order to turn that off, you're going to press and hold again, and it's off. Okay, so the next button here is going to be our Wi-Fi button. Up here to the top right, that is for adding your Bluetooth headphones. So in order to do that, you're just going to push that on, and you'll see your plus symbol there to add your headphones, your wireless headphones. I already have a video out on how to pair your headphones to the Minelab Equinox 900 and 700, so you can refer back to that video. Okay, I turned on the backlight to hopefully give you a better visual of the display here. The last button we're going to see here on the side is your settings button. This is where you're going to save your personal favorite settings. You come down here, you're going to make your settings whatever you want down here. And at that point, you're just going to take the settings button, push it in and hold it. And that's all it takes right there. And now you have a saved program that is your own personal favorite. You want to turn that off, simply push the button. It's off. To go back into it, just a quick press and it's back on. All right, the next button is going to be our settings button here. This is a settings icon here on the front of the keypad. So this is basically going to run you through the menu options here. Noise cancel, ground balance, volume adjust, threshold level, target tone, accept reject, and recovery speed. As I'm in the settings mode here, if I want to, I can go into an advanced option by just pressing and holding the settings icon. Now you see that I have a line under the icon that's flashing there. That's giving me an advanced or different option. In order to get rid of the advanced option, just press and hold again. And it's gone. We're back to the basic settings. So now one press while you're in the settings mode here, one press of the settings icon here, the gear icon, will take you right back out of the settings option. Okay, the next one is your search mode button. This search mode button is what scrolls you through whatever mode you want to search, what you want to hunt in. So we have, with each press of the button, it's going to scroll through. We have Park 1, Park 2, Field 1, Field 2, Beach 1, Beach 2, Gold 1, and Gold 2. Next one we're going to look at is the minus and the plus buttons here. These are going to have different things that you use these for. If you want to increase your sensitivity, you can see my sensitivity going up here on the left hand side. I can hold this down and do it that way. This is going to be your volume adjust, whether you want to lower your volume or raise your volume. This will be used for many different things. So we will go more into that in another video. So the next one we'll look at is the all metal mode. That is the horseshoe icon here. As you can see in the graph here, this is empty. There's nothing filled in this graph, but everything else is filled in. That's because this is the ferrous mode here, and a lot of people prefer not to hear the ferrous targets. So if you want to hear ferrous targets and you want all metal to sound, then you're going to hit the horseshoe icon, which is your all metal mode. Now your graph is completely filled in, accepting the audio on all of those. So now we'll look at the pinpoint. This is where you're going to pinpoint. You can pinpoint your targets. So we will go over that in another video as well. The next button here is your frequency button. For multi-frequency, as you can see on the display, it says multi. If I push that, then I go to 4 kilohertz, 5 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz, 15, 20, 40, and back to multi. So this is where you can choose what frequency you want to hunt in. The last one we're going to look at is the accept and reject button. This button here will serve you to reject certain numbers that you don't want to hear in the graph, or to accept certain numbers. And we will go over that in a future video as well. There's a couple other things I want to discuss with you, and that is the icons here. We have a sensitivity icon that's right there. The sensitivity graph will move up as you increase and will move down as you decrease. Another icon to look out for is here on the left or on the right hand side. You'll see a little shovel there, as well as arrows that show up underneath the shovel. Each one of those little arrows represents approximately 2 inches of depth. That's how you know how deep to dig. I want to thank you all for joining me on this Minelab Equinox tutorial. For more tutorials, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any new uploads that I put up about the Equinox series. I appreciate each and every one of you. We will see you on the next video.